All right, screw it. If Josh walks in the middle of our show, then he walks in the middle of our show, and we will accommodate because he's amazing.
Live.
That's why we're live.
Anything can happen.
Josh could
Here
walk
comes
in.
There he is, and there's Josh.
Speak of the Josh.
Come. Hello.
Hey, Josh. Everyone say hey to
How does
Josh.
this work? Oh, you.
Did you just have to make that? Or did you have to find it?
It's MacGyver. All right, can you listen and see if there's any weird
All right.
artifactual?
Test. I don't have any sound. Why is there no sound?
You don't have any sound?
No.
Did you,
I muted.
You muted.
There we go. Oh, there's nothing.
Good. Thank you,
All
Josh,
right,
everybody.
well, we're gonna high
That's
five
Josh. Thank you. Woo. Thank you.
For the record, he brought in a plug with a little
Vinny says
string
thanks,
on it.
Josh. All right, let's get this show underway because who's got a doctor's appointment?
I don't.
I do.
All right, then let's do this thing.
Here we go. Welcome to the Bite Me Podcast, episode 46. Woo-hoo! You missed all the drama if you weren't watching live on Mixer.
I'll be honest, that's probably for the best.
That was fun.
Tune in next time, though, because it will be awesome.
Yeah,
because
we're
we've
gonna
never
screw it
gotten
up
this
again.
work.
We have a fancy plug now that
I love
takes away
fancy
all
plugs.
the noise.
I love fancy plugs. All right,
Here's
so
a fancy plug for hair plugs.
they're
that's
very
the Bite Me
expensive.
and they're
Podcast.
real
Expensive.
gross.
They're
I'd rather
stupid.
be bald.
No Barbie doll hair here.
Yeah.
Barbie doll hair. There
Yeah.
we go. Anyway, welcome to the Bite Me Podcast, episode 46. I am Adam,
I am Cliff.
And the Dylan here
and the Dylan is
Dylan.
back.
has returned.
Yay,
yeah,
congrats.
he was-
Returneth from thy journey.
Empty Moon.
I will be completely honest. There was at least 5 people who are like, maybe you should just get Vicky to replace Dylan all the time.
Vicky even said
Those people
earlier.
suck, and we don't like them.
Vicky even said earlier she plotted your murder and has the hiding space for the body if we want her back.
She'll be back.
I wish her luck. I'm
Vicky will be
very-
back 3 weeks from today because 3 weeks from today, I will be in Disneyland.
And then they'll figure out.
Can't roll my eyes hard enough. No, I'm kidding.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be fun.
I'm super excited.
But actually, I was talking with Vicky earlier. Since she's like just a straight up PC gamer, she and I might get together once every few weeks and just kind of do a quick coverage of everything PC.
Fantastic.
So yeah, and I mean, obviously anybody else who wants to join, but
Perfect. I think that'd be. I was actually. The funny thing is, I was literally thinking about that this morning. So
we can
we'll
branch
just call
out.
it the PC podcast, the Bite Me PC podcast.
In this current climate of culture, I don't know
That's
if the
not
PC
right.
podcast is
That
a
is
good
not a
thing.
good idea.
I don't want to
Not
be
a good idea at all.
associated.
we'll
PCs are getting a bad name.
call it the Bite Me Master Race podcast. That also is not good.
Master Race
That is
podcast.
that is not good.
Perfect.
That is terrible.
Perfect.
It's
Why-
funny,
Based
though.
out of
have the-
Charlottesville.
Why have the Nazis taken over all the good names for our podcast?
Because Nazis are terrible.
Ugh.
Anyway, so welcome to the show. Dylan, welcome back. Congratulations on getting married.
Yes.
Thank you.
She's a lovely girl.
She's amazing.
Yeah. It was a great wedding. I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
There were
I
tacos.
hope Dylan. There were tacos.
There were tacos, tamales. There was like an M&M.
This is the smartest thing ever. Dylan's like, I could get married and hire a caterer, or I could just have a taco truck come in. It was
rolled up.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was super cool.
They threw tacos.
It was great.
Did they throw tacos?
No.
Oh, I thought you said they threw tacos.
Well, I mean, it was not like
It was
that
a
at all.
metaphor.
It was actually
Oh.
more like
Threw them straight into your mouths.
it was more like I ordered and they gave me a number and I waited 15 minutes and then they handed me a quesadilla.
I was actually very impressed at how quick they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
able
yeah.
to get
Yeah.
through
It was really good.
over
It was really good.
about 100 people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was a good wedding. It was
Beautiful.
awesome.
Oh, beautiful day too. And there was a pumpkin cannon. You left before that.
Oh, man. I was so sick.
I have
launched
slow
so
motion
far.
video of it. It's incredible.
Oh, I'm going back.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, welcome back.
Let's do some podcasting.
Yeah, we are going to talk about Extra Life because that's happening in about a month, so we're going to talk about that.
A month from yesterday.
Month from yesterday. If you want to learn about ancient Egypt, Assassin's Creed's got you covered. We'll tell you about that. Updates to the PSVR, none of which I was excited about. SNES Classic has launched.
Nah.
Overwatch Halloween event is coming, and that starts on Monday? Tuesday. Starts on Tuesday. Yes. Starts on Tuesday the 10th. So that we'll be covering that in our news. Also, questions from Vinny, Chalupa Dios, and Crawdad. Plus, Cheap Free Games will cover all
Tons of
that. Yeah, there is a lot.
Yep.
Hello.
Please silence your cell phones now.
My brother's been thirsty today, according to the Facebook.
Can we get one of those, like, the movie start things where the little M&Ms dance and tell you to turn off your phone?
But the
Let's all go
the
to
one
the
that
lobby.
Mastodon
Exactly.
the one that Mastodon did. They did a
Oh,
song.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That's all right.
No, don't watch it.
Anyway, we start every episode with what we are playing, and since Cliff is the only one who filled anything out here, you go first. I'll think
That's
about
true most of the time. I have played a bunch of Destiny 2. I'm assuming you have as well. What light level or power level?
I am literally still at 269.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
so I hit 260, and I
I
can
haven't played a lot.
Yeah, I can boost myself up to 261, 262. So I am theoretically raid ready. Raid
enabled.
I am not actually ready for the raid though, but I am theoretically able to go into it. Have you beaten Nightfall yet?
No. Nope. We tried one the other night because Kevin walked in when he got back from the gym, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna try and do the Nightfall." Miles and Larry Neurogamer and his husband, and Kevin was all, "Oh, that's an easy one. You just got to throw a lot of grenades." And I'm like, "Sweet!" So I made sure I had my quick cooldown grenade thing. Nope. We got to the final gate.
Yeah. Oh, really?
But that
So
was
you didn't
it.
even get through?
Nope.
So me, other Kevin, and we need to make a nickname for one of them. It's
Kevin 2.
Kevin. Kevin, do you mind being Kevin too?
Well, I call Kevin. Well, he's Kevin S.
I guess he'd be Kevin S.
Can you
so
be
Kevin's?
And my Kevin is KT. Kevin
How
T.
about
There.
Kevin's?
Kevin's. He's going to be Kevin's from now on. So me and Kevin's and my brother Colby tried to do it over last Sunday, and we probably tried it, I'm going to say 5 times.
Was that the inverted spire one, though, where you had to get past that big drill and then go, and you only had 12 minutes, you had to jump through circles to get into the
No,
next?
so
Okay.
it had reset by then. So then it was the one where the bad guy is he's a big dude with horns, I want to say, and he throws up shield. Like you shoot him and he throws up a shield, and then you shoot the minions. He pops out, and then you can shoot him.
Oh,
and
yeah, that one I love that one.
it's a fun strike, but it's really hard to do in 15 or 20 minutes. And
Was that the one where you had to run through the lasers? Mm-hmm. You had
Yeah.
all the different
Yep.
lasers? Okay, so
Yeah.
that was the one we tried the
Yeah,
other night,
and you
it
didn't make
work.
it. So we made it to the end guy. I'm gonna say 2 or 3 out of the 5 times, and it's just he's too hard.
Really?
He's the last time I think we might have been able to do it, but something went wrong, and so it was kind of one of those we had a good strategy, but the problem with it resetting on Tuesday is unless you can play, we played it on Sunday. I think we just need to try it again and start on Saturday this time. Figure out what the strategy is on Saturday, and then hopefully beat it on Sunday because it's just not easy. On the flip side, I am 20 or 30 power levels higher than I was last week, so
Right.
Hopefully that will help as well. But Destiny 2 is not easy.
It's not a forgiving game. Kevin won because I think Kevin just said Kevin 2 works, yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin won, my Kevin. I saw him playing last night. He's power level 300.
Jeez.
I don't, and I think it caps out at 305 right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can get up to
I don't know.
305.
I don't know how.
It's just grinding. I mean, it's literally. I mean, I think Kevin and my brother are both in the high 290s. So, yeah, it's just a matter of playing a lot.
Now you guys get to see the eye roll. The eye roll in the faces.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick my nose at some point too.
Oh, the lady, I got on the freeway today, and the lady behind me, the entire time we were going up the off ramp, I'm like, just stop. I couldn't look away. It was awful.
Why do people think that when they're in their car, all of a sudden they've got this cloak of invisibility?
You are.
And
You're invisible.
I already hated her because she drove I don't know, a quarter of a mile in front of a bunch of cars and then darted over at the very end. And then as soon as she could get in the carpool lane, got into the carpool lane, even though she only had one person in the car. So
Oh, did you report her?
No, because I couldn't get her license plate number.
I would literally have to do that every day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But-
my old roommate,
Oh.
my ex-roommate, he's all he'll post on Facebook, feeling good today. I caught this son of a bee
Oh,
over
yeah.
in the park.
Someday I want to go to the on ramp right after the landing with a
Just
camera and just ka-ching, ka-ching. Because I think it's about 40% of cars.
Roughly.
I've counted over 20 in the time it takes me to get on the freeway.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
pretty average for how many speed by in the carpool lane.
Yeah,
By the
it's
time you can get
crazy.
on.
Shucks asked while we were talking about Destiny 2, do you guys run into that problem where the game gets crazy boring in the middle of the week?
No, because I'm not high enough yet. I still have a ton of adventures and a ton of strikes, and I just don't play it enough.
I literally thought you were I'm not high enough for this
I'm not
game.
high enough for this game.
Go on adventures.
Yeah.
I've got so many other games that I want to
Yeah.
play that I sit down and I'm like, oh, Destiny 2 is just so massive of a game that
Yeah.
I end up just going,
I play about
Let's watch
8 hours.
Cheers.
I play about 6 or 8 hours of it on the weekend, and then I don't play it most of the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So a little bit at night sometimes.
what else are you playing?
I am also playing Rabbids, which
Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
is incredible.
It's awesome.
I started out and I got really confused, because it's literally pops in is okay, hey, you can do this jump thing, and then you can do this slide thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. And it's why don't you go do them? I'm like, how, why, when, and it really doesn't hold your hand at all.
I thought it held it enough to kind of get you going.
I guess.
I figured it out.
You're
Cliff.
so smart.
I'm older than you too.
That's true. Experienced.
Nah, it's fine.
But eventually I kind of figured out, and that game is hella fun.
Oh, it's such a good game.
It's perfect for the Switch.
Thanks for the alternate word there.
Hella. It's really good. It's really good.
Nice.
I'm enjoying that. And then last night I bought SteamWorld Dig 2, which
Oh, these are both on the Switch too.
which are both Switch games. And SteamWorld, I played SteamWorld Dig 2 for about an hour this morning, 45 minutes, and it's exactly like you bought it too, right?
Yeah, I haven't got to play.
It's
yet,
exactly like SteamWorld Dig 1, which is the best compliment I can give a game. I'm so excited to play more. I've already gotten you start out and you kind of get to the town. They're like, try this little practice mine. And so you do that. And then they're like, go down. No, you can go down to the other mine. I'm like, I don't want to. And just started going to the other side. And I found all these secret things. And it's so fun. It's very Metroidvania. It's $20.
That's why I want to play it.
Totally worth it.
I want to play it real bad.
It's gorgeous. It's funny. The animation's really cute, and the character's really funny. You find this kind of evil, I don't know, light thing that had been imprisoned in a robot shell, and you free it, and it's not thankful at all. It's just kind of a dick to you, and it hides in your you have a furnace in your stomach because you're a steam powered robot. And it just hides there and occasionally comes out and says really rude things to you and then goes back in. It's real good.
Nice.
Definitely like
I'm
it.
so excited to play.
Yeah.
I'm hopefully going to do that tonight.
Do it.
It's hot.
It's so hot in here.
Man.
What do you play, Dylan?
I
You got married. You played
I
Disneyland.
played Disneyland.
You
Which
played the game of life.
Did you play Astro Blasters?
I did not.
Oh. Did you play It's the Buzz Lightyear ride?
Oh, I love the Buzz
Yeah,
Ride.
you get guns.
No,
and
we
you shoot
didn't
at
play that.
things.
We played that in Disney World
So
last time. So we.
Did you
kinda-
play Toy Story Mania?
We didn't do that because we played it in Disney World as well.
Do you think that would make an amazingly good VR game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I did play PUBG last night though.
Oh.
Before I went to bed, which it was my 45 minutes of after being on planes and getting back to work and all that stuff. But
Nice.
that was super fun. Played with Josh and Bro Rex and
Rex.
my buddy Thomas, and we found out our new favorite place to drop in, and I'll reveal it. It is Lipovka. That place is great. It's the eastern kind of little coastal town. We're kind of in the center, the middle east of the map.
And that's how you know he knows more about PUBG than I am. I'm like, I don't know, there's some buildings.
Right? I'm like, I made it to number 2, but he's like, let's flop down in Lipovka.
So after our first warm-up game, which we dropped into Lipovka, and the second game, we're like, well, let's go back to Lipovka. So we did it, but on our parachute way down, we're like, okay, let's make a pact. If we win this game, we're going to get tattoos, matching tattoos that says #4Lipovka.
Did you win?
We took fourth.
Oh,
Thank God.
But the
close.
next game, the plane was a little, I think it was a little south, but we're like, I think we can make it to Lipovka. We're going back to Lipovka. So we dropped into Lipovka, and we won.
Chicken dinner.
It's chicken dinner.
You won?
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
So, I mean, I eat chicken
Congrats.
pretty frequently now.
That was the most non-congratulatory congrats I've
Feeling
ever
pretty
heard.
good. But no, we were pretty pumped. I was the last man standing, because Thomas fell at the end. I killed Josh on accident.
Oh, no.
It was a little miscommunication.
I don't think I realized that friendly fire was a thing in that game.
Yeah. So he
I
got
appreciate
downed,
it.
and I thought he said, on me, there was a guy on me. So I snapped to him and put a burst and just shot him right in the head. I was like, oh, I feel terrible.
Rude.
But then that was the last 8 people, and then all of a sudden a couple people fell, and then we downed a guy, and then a guy popped around the corner and downed Thomas, and then I was waiting on his body, and someone came jumping around the corner with no pants on, and I just saw their big crotch, underwear crotch, and they were spraying bullets and completely missed me, and I just shot him right in the chest, and
That would have been me.
and it was chicken dinner, and I was like, you know what? I didn't get touched by a bullet that whole game. It was
Wow.
awesome. I was just
Wow.
I felt like Samuel L. Jackson's character in Pulp Fiction, where they had the shootout, and he's divine intervention is
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
the answer. So
Right.
I think it was fun, but
Boondock Saints.
for Lipovka.
Nice.
For Lipovka. Nice.
You should get that tattoo anyway.
Yeah, we might have to, because we did. I mean, we did win this next game after that.
Dylan's first
pact,
tattoo?
but,
That should work. Oh, yeah, you need tattoos.
we'll talk about it.
We before do your stuff, but I want to talk Fortnite too.
Oh yeah, well I'm getting ready to go
Oh,
into
perfect.
that. So all I've played this week are Destiny 2, and I have attempted to play Fortnite, the Battle Royale mode.
What don't you like? I'm just curious what you don't like about it, because like to me, the two of them are almost indistinguishable, except you can't like go full crouch in Fortnite.
I mean, I don't know. There's just something about it. Like there's no, at least that I found, there's no this button does this button does this. You kind of have to figure all that out. I didn't like. I had to figure that out.
No, if you go up, there's a little. It's like
Oh, is
hard
there?
to get to settings, but they're kind of up at the
Yeah.
top. There's a little gear, and I think it tells you there.
Like I didn't know how to open up my map until like the second or third round into it, and you have
sure.
to. I think it's one of the.
I don't know
the
which one it is,
D-pad,
honestly.
It's like up or down on the
Yeah.
D-pad.
yeah,
I don't know. There's just something about it. It doesn't. I like the way PUBG feels,
sure.
and I've also only played it on PC.
And I wonder
so
if that's.
think
I wonder
might
if it's
just be
part
used
of
to
it's
that.
like a keyboard mouse versus gamepad kind of thing.
Yeah, I think for the first time I played a game on PC that's kind of spoiled the experience on a
Yeah.
console.
Yeah.
Like, do they have a lot of items the same way that PUBG
Yeah.
does?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, they
that's
do.
like I was trying to imagine playing PUBG on a console and trying to
Be able to
navigate
find out soon.
the inventory system.
It's not bad. Well,
like,
I don't
that
think it's.
is going, but having to do it quickly and having to loot and be like click, 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 and like swapping out ammo and all of your weapons, like you're gonna have a hard time doing that very quickly.
You know, the funny thing is, now that you say that, though, I've not played a ton of Fortnite, but there's a lot of weapons, but I don't think I've ever found armor. Is there armor?
Is there,
I'm
like,
sure there's
there
got to be some kind
helmets
of a
and
buff or
vests
something
and-
that you
Yeah,
can get.
I haven't. I found like there's
I mean,
like
there's
kind of these
helmets.
weird like magic-y looking things. Like there are like buffs, but I don't think there is like gear.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Because that
No,
would
but-
kind of simplify it, but I'm still trying to imagine playing PUBG
Yeah.
on it.
I mean, like I think the
console.
real bonus of it is good or not, whatever. But it's just nice that it's free and it's on all the
Yeah.
systems already. Like
Yeah, I
that was
wouldn't have
that
paid
was
for it.
that was the big thing for me, is that I could play it with my kid, and I just downloaded a copy to my Xbox and my other Xbox, and we were in.
I also think that, and it's probably just lends itself to it being on PC. PUBG's just tighter. Fortnite feels a little more loose, and
I'd be interested for you to try Fortnite on a PC and see how you feel about that. Yeah.
I honestly, I'm sitting here thinking it's probably
Yeah.
the fact that I'm actually got used to a game on PC
Yeah.
before.
I don't know.
Right.
Be interested.
Anywhere
I
else.
should try Fortnite on the
Man,
PC
what if
too.
what if that has like officially ruined me for the console thing?
Nah,
What if it has?
good. Probably not though.
Oh,
I don't know. I
sad
step back
day.
and forth pretty easy.
I mean,
Yeah.
I struggle to play Overwatch on PC still, and like
Yeah.
I could plug my controller in and play okay, but like I'm trying to force myself to play keyboard and mouse, so I'm like
Right. I'm
trying
laughing
to figure
because
this out, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because Vinny's all PC Master Race, Adam. So anyway, so I played that, and I'm not
Yeah.
sold on it. It's
They hit 1 million simultaneous over the weekend. So I mean, they did it. I don't know, 9 months earlier than PUBG did.
yeah,
So,
but PUBG I think did it
it's
better.
free.
PUBG
Yeah.
did it better.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
glad I paid for that.
Yeah. And by that you mean you're glad Vinny paid for that.
Oh yeah, thank you, Vinny. I forgot about that.
But yeah, no, I
Smart.
mean, I think that they're both fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, and like I said, to me, it's just the ability. I mean, and man, if they could get crossplay open on that, that would be amazing.
Seriously,
I really
like,
wonder though. It'll be very interesting to see
Oh.
with Xbox, with PUBG being an Xbox exclusive, how the Fortnite ecosystem grows on the PlayStation.
Well, and the rumor is PUBG is only
It's a
an
timed
It's a timed
exclusive, yeah.
exclusive. So
Yeah.
Anyway, the other thing about Fortnite, I do not like the fact that I literally have to wait about 3 minutes every time to get into a game. Because you've got the whatever, you get out of the game and it's all like, okay, you've died, whatever, blah 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 blah, and then you sit there, wait for it to get back to a screen, and then when you go back in for the next match, it's a 2-minute wait period.
See, and I was doing it yesterday. It was about 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there, especially if
To me, it didn't seem any longer than PUBG.
PUBG's a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, or it counts down from 100.
30 second.
But
If it counts down from 100, that's 1:40.
well, but it's not. But it's not. It doesn't seem like it's counting down like
Yeah.
1 second at a time.
To me, I didn't notice any difference.
But I guess it just irritates me because I drop in. It just feels slower to
Slower.
get into than
Yeah.
PUBG, and I drop
They
in.
were having server problems over the weekend too, like
Yeah.
server capacity problems. So it could have been a capacity problem.
I just don't like the whole drop in. I don't know what I'm doing.
Sure.
And I literally got picked off almost right away. I made like 2 or 3 kills finally with my pickaxe.
with your pick.
I did, yeah.
That's
and
amazing.
It was great.
Yeah, me and my kid played last night.
Some
and we
dude
got
took me down with a shotgun. He just like through the
Bam.
wall.
Yeah.
Like everything just.
Me and my kid played last night. We got like 15th the first time, and then like 95th the second time. Like it was,
Goals.
it is what it is. It was fun though. I mean, for free, it's worth trying. Like if you haven't tried it, download it because literally
it's
you have
totally
nothing to
worth it.
lose.
Except more time playing PUBG.
Right.
Yeah.
You could lose that.
So that's that. I still now that I see you've picked up SteamWorld Dig, I might have to do that, and I need to get back on the Rabbids kick. But I still like Destiny's just sucking the life out of me, man.
Have you seen this might be your jam? Have you seen Golf Story?
I want to play that so
do too.
bad, but I literally have on my Switch.
Yeah.
I have got the Overcooked that I need to play more of. I have got the Rabbids. I've got Splatoon 2.
Yep.
I've got Snake Pass
Yep.
that I still need to finish. I've got all these games, and I'm like, if I keep adding stuff to my Switch, it's
It's gonna be a problem.
yeah, because I've still got my Vita that I need to play
Oh, yeah.
stuff on
You
too.
know,
'Cause I need to finish Persona
that's
4.
my life, man. I get it. I totally get it.
Just get SteamWorld Dig 2 and play that.
I know. So so that's what
and
I've been
Pokken
playing.
tournament's out now too.
I played it on the Wii U, which was amazing.
Yeah,
that game
I
was
really wanna
fun.
play that.
I watched them play it at PAX, and that really doesn't look like my game.
Oh,
but that's okay.
I love it.
So
Have you guys
fun.
played Pikmin?
I love Pikmin.
What is it?
Pikmin
Yeah,
on the
It's
Nintendo?
amazing.
yeah. It just came out on the Switch like yesterday. It's like $8.
They did like a
The puzzly. It's like a
they
Oh,
did
puzzle
it's
game.
a Pikmin?
I think they did like a puzzly Pikmin.
Oh, okay. So Pikmin is the one back from like GameCube era. Or was it N64? No, it was GameCube, where you're this guy who crashes on a planet and you have
Olimar.
Olimar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And you have to collect these little Pikmin and control them and send them to pick up your ship here and do this thing there, and you control them and send them all over the place.
And they all have their little elemental abilities.
Yeah.
So like you can use the yellow ones to connect electrical cords to be able to power like generators and things.
It's
And then the blue ones can do water things, and then
the red ones do is it fiery
fire
or burning
things. It's super fun.
Yeah, there's
And
some of the
super cute.
best. Those are some of the best.
Maybe that
like,
wasn't.
weird
Maybe that's
little
not what it was then. Because
strategy
it looks like it's not out
things.
yet. So maybe there's
Pikmin
something
3
else.
on the Wii U was
That was
great.
good.
Interesting. Well, it's coming. So cool. All right.
All right. Well, there's that. That's what we've been playing. If there's anything you think that we should be playing, by the way, feel free to drop us a note in our Discord or on our Facebook, on our Twitter, whatever, because, I mean, there's so many games that come out. We can't keep up with them all.
Oh,
We
geez,
try.
right?
Cliff owns most of them, but it's whatever. Wow, nobody laughed at that. All right, so a little housekeeping. First of all, if you listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you listen to us, like us, rate us, review us, any of those things.
Share us.
And also, we're going to try and get this mixer thing going every week.
Okay, because you saw, it only took like an hour and 45 minutes to set up today. We're hoping to get that down to a solid like hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it
Then
only
do the
takes
show.
half our workday. Definitely something we want to do. We're going to try and start game streaming too.
Oh, yeah, we want
Yeah.
to start doing a weekly...
Like a lunchtime game stream.
Let's play-ish
Yeah.
thing.
Thought that'd be fun.
So there's that. Also, we hit 100,000 downloads.
Holy crap.
That's a lot.
It's
100,000.
It's a
It's a tenth of a million.
I
If I
had
had $1 for every download we have.
You'd split it with us.
and then you have some money. It's a good
Yeah.
down payment on a house. Yeah. I don't think when we started this, because it hasn't even been a year. A lot of you don't know because we didn't post like our first 8 episodes, but we started recording November 17th, 2016. And I had no expectation that we would ever hit 100,000 downloads,
Right.
let alone hit it 10, 11 months later. It's insane to me. And
Let's go talk about video games and see what happens.
right? Literally, it's insane to me. Adam's talking, it's distracting me. And by talking, I mean typing. But I had no thought that we would ever get that much. And it's not because of anything we do. It's because of awesome people that actually listen to us and share us and write questions into us and, come chat on us with Discord and, talk to us on Facebook. It's crazy to me, like 8 months ago, both Vinny and Kevin came in and were like, hey, man, when's the podcast coming? I'm like, I'm taking a test, man. Chill out. Who cares? He's like, well, I wanted to listen to it on the way to work. And I'm like, oh, there are people that care.
People care.
Yeah. And then, Kevin
have
came in and he's like,
friends.
I'm binging the first 16 episodes. We're like, calm down, buddy.
Right. Kevin took some time off. Kevin 1,
Yeah.
took some time off just because busy with work, lots of traveling. And on Monday, he was like, I've got some catching up to do. So he was listening to our podcast all day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
awesome.
And I'm like, you don't have to listen just to support me, but do it. So thanks to
We
all
just
of-
appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
thanks
really
to
do.
everybody who's done that. And also coming up, another thing that's kind of cool that I've always heard about. Kevin's cousins have done this
Yeah.
before because they're like a big cosplay couple and streaming couple down in San Francisco. Extra Life.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was. I was like, why do you guys sit around and play video games for 24 hours, which I think is cool, but I had no idea that it was a charity thing.
Yeah. So this will be my 4th year of doing it. I skipped it. The first time I did it was 5 years ago, but I skipped a year because my brother got married. Right. But it's a really cool charity, and they raise, I'm going to say between like $5 and $7 million a year for, it's a ton for Primary Children's Hospital. Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Primary Children's the one I used to fundraise for in Utah. But it's a Children's Miracle Network charity, and that all goes back to help sick kids that have cancer, and a lot of it's just getting things that these kids can enjoy and do that are kind of fun and video game related. Try to let them forget that they have horrible diseases. And all we do is, we started a team. So if you go to extralife.com and search for Bite Me Podcast, if you go to bitemepodcast.com, you can see our Extra Life stuff. We posted on Facebook today. You join our team, and then just like any marathon, pretend you're actually running instead of sitting on a couch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real easy. I don't run.
I just quit the game because I don't run.
Yeah, exactly. Just pretend. And you sign up and join our team, and then usually what I do is just hit up friends and family on Facebook and get people to donate to you. And it doesn't need to be a ton. Like, I've got, the first year I did it, I got like $330 worth of donations, and then the second time I did it, I think I've gotten 500 twice. And it's just saying, hey, if there's anything you do, hit up. We usually post like a poster at work, or send an email at work. And a lot of companies, if it's a charity, it's a nonprofit, so a lot of companies will match. You give $25, your company will give $25, that kind of thing.
Cool.
And so it's it all adds up. And if you can donate, if you can do it and fundraise $10, that's $10 we wouldn't have had. If you can't play and can donate $10, that's great. But what'll happen is a month from today, we're all going to get on and play video games for not 24 hours. We're going to do it for 25 hours because Adam's going to nap in the middle.
Yeah, I'm old and need to take a break.
Yeah, he's 40 now, so us 39-year-olds will be playing for 25 hours. But it's daylight savings day, so if you want to go 8 to 8, you got to play 25 hours.
Those Arizonians have it lucky, don't they?
Yeah, man, those Arizona
and
folks.
Isn't it in Indiana?
In parts of Indiana, I believe. Yeah.
Parts of. What?
Like across the county line, it's 12 o'clock. Over here, it's still 11.
Yeah.
What?
This world.
It's so crazy. But
No, I'm going to go with this country.
Yeah. So what'll happen though is I think the plan is the three of us are going to get together probably in the morning, and then for, I don't know, 8 or 10, 12 hours, we're going to do just
12
a bunch
hours
of,
in a room with each other?
Yeah,
Holy
it's going to be
crap.
hell.
It's going to smell real bad, too.
Real bad. We're going to probably just do a bunch of couch co-op-y kind of stupid stuff, and we're going to live stream the entire thing, and we're going to get people to give donations, and it's going to be fun. And then I think we'll probably kind of separate out, go to our respective homes.
You know what we could do?
What could we do?
We could get those
We're doing this live, people.
We could get those head-mounted or chest-mounted camera things to put right in our face while we play the game. And you can see every single
and go to the bathroom.
Well, the camera will be looking at you, so all you'll see is relief.
No. We're all going to catheter.
You made it weird.
You can't even look away.
You made it weird.
I made it weird. But
anyway, we're going to live stream the couch co-op thing for 8, 12 hours.
Yeah, and then I think we're going
to
to go hang off, and we're going to try and do a bunch of stuff that you all can play with us. So, we'll probably do some Rocket League. We'll probably do some
PUBG.
Some PUBG. With PUBG, with just the three of us, we could pop in at least another 9 or 10 people.
How many people can you put on one squad in
4.
PUBG?
So, we're going to do a bunch of team-based stuff. We're just going to really tell us what you want to play.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be playing all day. 24 hours is a really, really, really long time. So if there's an EA Access game you want to play, I've got EA Access.
I don't.
That's okay because you don't have an Xbox yet. But when
you
get
can't
it,
play on Xbox.
Well, but I could play an Xbox and you could play something else.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But we'll be streaming the entire thing. Probably once we separate, we'll probably actually stream separately and then multi-stream it to Mixer. I don't know what we'll do, but we're going to figure it out.
We'll figure it
I
out.
try to squeeze some tabletop games in there too.
We might do
So
some
I don't
tabletop
stare
stuff.
at it. I can't.
Some
I don't know if I
Risk.
can stare at a screen literally for that long.
Yeah.
I might.
I've
Might
never
die.
played D&D.
I've not either.
Never ever
Yeah.
played
Oh, that's
it.
not true. I did when I was a kid.
Well, Miles
Yeah.
Neurogamer keeps talking about we should do
Yeah.
a D&D thing.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
It's I think that let us know what you want to play because it's going to be fun. It's going to be super interactive. We're going to be talking to people in the stream all day long. It's just going to be stupid. And I promise about 21, 22 hours in, I get loopy, super loopy. So it'll be a good time. We'll keep each other awake. And we're going to have fun. I think we already have like 8 or 9 people in our group, and Adam hasn't even joined yet. So
oh, yeah, I haven't, have I?
Yeah, no.
Oh, interesting.
So we're real close to 10. So just come join. Raise $10, have fun. I mean, literally at the end of the day, if all you do is play 24 hours of video games, it's the best excuse in the world to say like,
I'm sorry, I didn't shower
hi,
today.
Honey, family, school obligations, work. I'm sorry I can't do this, but I've got to play 24 hours of video games to raise money for kids, sick kids. You wouldn't get between me and that, would you?
Yeah, depends on if there's, I don't know.
Don't
I'm
quit your
kidding, I
job.
wouldn't-
That'd be
I wouldn't,
dumb.
no.
But
Yeah,
it's
please go to work.
Please go
Yeah.
to work. November 4th is the day. So
Cool.
we will be here, not here because I'm not coming to work.
No.
November 4th at 8 a.m.
All right, there you go. Find us and join us for the Extra Life.
Oh, Vinny says we should put a clock on our stream. That's very smart. Yeah, so I guess I should say 8 a.m. Pacific time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess you on
gotcha.
the East Coast are going to have to play 11 to 11. Sleep in.
Yikes.
Lucky. All right, well, there is that. Thanks for all the downloads and listening to us, and join us for Extra Life because it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, up next, he is back and ready to intro.
News.
What was that? Did you bark?
No, it was a swoosh.
Oh,
Whoosh.
it's a
News.
It's the
News.
I think that's the thing I miss the most when he's not here is that no one can do the news intro.
news.
Yeah.
News.
That's 250s.
News.
News.
Yeah, that's right. Ready for the news segment, boys. Yeah. Okay. In news, if you are curious about ancient Egypt, like I know we all are, Assassin's Creed coming up, Origins, I know that spurned a lot of interest in ancient Egypt. Not really. I just want it to be a fun game.
I was a history major for
Yeah.
almost a full year, a year and a half.
No.
So I am interested in ancient
I'm
Egypt.
interested, but I know about it already, so I don't need a video game to tell me.
Oh, I see.
Like, I know that aliens built the pyramids. I don't need a game to remind me of that. Anyway, so Assassin's Creed Origins is coming out, what is that, October, like the end of this month, the 27th-ish?
Thereabouts.
Pre-ordered it, ready for it. Can't wait. Won't be able to play
$800
it.
special edition.
Right, but it's what's funny is I'm going to have that game, a week and a half, 2 weeks
before you get an
before I
Xbox.
can actually play it. 'Cause
I bought
won't
a
have my
DVD
Xbox.
before I bought a DVD player. I owned the wall for
You
like
had
2 or 3
didn't you
weeks.
have Legend of Zelda? Like you had 2 copies of Zelda. And
I
one-
did.
or-
Yeah.
You weirdo.
Yeah. And now I don't have any. It's really ironic.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Right.
I want my.
I just
Zelda
realized
back.
that we're streaming, and I just totally reached down. I don't think you can see, but I reached down and scratched myself.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's on the
I've done
podcast
that.
now.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
it's all good.
Educational mode for Assassin's Creed Origins is coming early 2018. No combat, no actions. It's literally designed to teach players about life in ancient Egypt.
And this is really, and it's cool, I think, from like 2 standpoints. Like the first is a lot of people are like, I don't actually want to play Assassin's Creed, but I want to experience its environments. I want to be able to explore it.
Those games are real pretty.
They're gorgeous.
yeah.
And just you've seen the trailers, like to be able to walk through those markets and to be able to walk through would be such a cool thing. And I kind of hope that maybe even they kind of throw some maybe kind of walking simulator kind of questy stuff in it. But
Right.
they're working with this is not, hey, we're game developers. We're trying to make this educational game. They're working with Egyptologists and, history people. And you're going to be able to go and actually talk to people and learn about, what's going on in the history.
Like
and,
evisceration.
yeah, it's and but really there is going to be parts on mummification and how it works and what they're doing, and it sound like to me it's such a cool idea. There's probably a very limited number of games that this concept works with, but I think it's so cool that they're taking the time to do it. I mean, can you imagine think about back to when like you and I were kids. like, when they rolled in the giant TV on the giant thing, and it was like, oh my God, something amazing is going to happen.
You're like, I don't have to actually do work
Right?
today.
Could you imagine if your school's like, hey, y'all, we're going to go play Assassin's Creed, Egypt for an hour so you can learn about Assassin's Creed? Like, that'd be the most amazing day ever.
That is cool. It'd be kind of cool if they put this out for put a VR version out, for the PSVR and on the PC.
yeah.
Like, that would be awesome to, well, you can't really walk, you would float through. But that would be kind of fun.
Jump.
Jump.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool idea.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Speaking of PSVR,
You were going to say something,
I apologize,
Dylan?
Dylan.
Leave the
I was just gonna
segues
say,
to
I can't
me.
believe there's another Assassin's Creed game. Like, as cool as this is, like, open letter to
Another
Ubisoft. Move on, please.
Hey, they took a year off.
Only a year?
Yeah, they took
No,
a year off.
That's
But they've made like 4 games in 1 year, so I don't think that counts. Like, I don't know. It's cool,
yeah, true.
but they really need to do something else.
Oh, they're revising both
Yeah.
of the things?
I don't know. I'm
that.
excited to. I'm excited to see it, and I like the thing about Assassin's Creed. There's been a million of them, but I've played none of them.
I played the
So-
first
Well, that's right, 'cause
one.
I played the first
first
one.
3, and I'm like, okay, I need something new.
Yeah, I played the first one. The first one's actually what got me to buy an HD TV because my SD TV I couldn't read anything.
Yeah.
So,
Assassin's Creed and Dead Rising,
Yep.
like the first games I played, I'm like,
Yep.
I can't even.
Yep, exactly.
But speaking of PSVR,
There it is. So Sony is revealing a new PSVR model and updated Move controllers.
Loosely.
Loosely updated, but I mean, they say they're updated, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Close enough.
So the Move controllers, what's the big difference there?
It appears to mostly be like the connectors. The old ones, like I don't know if you guys remember. Like, the only reason I do is because I actually dug out my PS3 controller this weekend. They use those weird, like very uncommon USB things that are kind of like they're small, but they're like kind of tall.
yeah,
They're not mini USB. I think they're micro USB.
Yeah, I think it's the micro.
And they just they're not very common. Like your phone, like if you have an Android phone, you use a mini USB, and so they're the super small flat ones.
That's mini. No, that's micro.
Is
mini, yeah, mini is the they're
fatter
they're
one?
kind of fat.
Yeah,
They're
they're tall.
literally
Yeah.
They look almost the same, but one's like thicker and it's
Yep,
like thicker
exactly.
and fatter.
Yeah, and so like they're not a super common connector.
So they basically took the USB connector for phones of that era off and
yeah.
put the ones on of
Yeah,
the
and
last
I'm
one.
not
'Cause now it's
sure-
all USB-C.
Yeah, it's true. That is
So-
true.
Eventually, that'll make its way into everything.
Everything. Yeah, but I think that's about it for the Move control. And
Oh no, mini. Yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
I think the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
thing is like these things are all presumably coming to the United States, but I believe right now it's only been announced for Japan.
I can't imagine they're going to update the actual
Yeah.
display and not push it out to every market.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
I guess apparently the battery life is also a little bit better.
On the
so
Move controllers.
go batteries.
Yeah. The Move controllers have always worked great for me and like never had a battery issue.
Yeah,
I can't imagine you're gonna be playing it that long where you're
Yeah.
gonna run out of battery.
Yeah. I know.
That's a really
I
good point.
literally I've not touched my PSVR.
I mean
need
they're
to
not.
play
The
it.
Move controllers aren't bad. They're only bad when you compare them to
Everything
a
else.
touch controller on the Oculus
Yeah.
or the whatever the Vive ones are.
Mm-hmm.
They're just it's night and day.
On the actual PSVR,
The
head
headset.
unit, they're updating it to, which I think is great, HDR pass through,
Yep.
because that was my biggest thing. I'm like, now I have to unplug this when I want to play that, and that's probably one of the reasons why I haven't played it.
Yeah,
so much.
for you that don't know, if you have an HD TV and have a PlayStation 4 Pro, when you plug in your PlayStation 4, you plug the HDMI into
You plug
the
it into
headset, right? Into the VR.
Well, you plug it
like
into the
the
little
box.
separate processing unit, and then you come out of that
Into your
TV. So I've got 2 HDMI cables at the
Yeah.
ready back there. One's connected to the in on the
Yeah.
on the PSVR box, and one is into its separate HDMI input on the TV.
Yeah.
So that way, if I want to switch, I just unplug the back of the PSVR.
Yeah,
and
because
plug it into
otherwise
the
you lose
PS4.
if you plug your PS4 Pro currently into your headset, your PSVR headset, you lose all the HDMI capabilities of your TV. I'm sorry, HDR.
Yeah, you don't get
capabilities of your
4K or
TV.
HDR pass through.
Oh, you don't get 4K
Nope.
either?
You don't
Ugh.
get either of those pass through.
That sucks.
Yep.
So
It's a pain.
yeah, they're doing that. They're thinning out the wires a little bit.
Maybe you do get.
Maybe you do. I thought it was just HDR.
Oh,
but
yeah,
maybe I
interesting.
don't know. They're thinning out the wires a little bit, which will be nice. Like the wires are the worst part of VR, to be frank.
And I
So-
and I didn't even think the PSVR wires were
Aren't
all
bad,
that bad.
no.
The one thing that I do think is cool is the heads the headset,
Yeah.
the actual earbuds,
Yeah.
the audio like being wired into the headset. That's kind of cool. That'll definitely clean things up a
Yep.
bit.
Yeah, it's
So,
nice.
not a lot of big updates, but not enough for me to get a new version.
No, and that's that's kind of the only downside is that there's no way to backport these to existing ones. Because you'd think that like just a little boxy thing, but I guess maybe not. The good news is it doesn't look like this is going to raise the price either. So
No.
the PSVR had a price drop down to $400, I want to say, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And it doesn't look like this is going to re-affect the price backwards. So
Right.
that's good.
Cool. Well, there's that. So the SNES Classic, it launched.
Yeah.
Did anybody get one?
No.
Did you try?
No.
I noticed this. I think I was in Disneyland. I'm like, oh, that came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the funny thing about it is I remember when the NES Classic came out. Like, we probably talked about it a million times, and you can't get one, really want one, and you finally got one, and so this is actually, to me, the biggest question to ask. You both have one. Have you used it in the last 3 months?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I have not.
I'm surprised.
I haven't because I've got a 75-inch TV with a 3-foot cord or a 2-foot cord.
Yep.
And
Have you never got the
there's
extender?
no way for me to play that in any enjoyable fashion.
Get an extender.
No.
Yeah, there's extension cables for them.
Well, I can also get an actual
yeah, you could
the
get a
Bluetooth
wireless
one with
thing,
the little adapter. So
yeah, but to me that was very telling. Is that there was not? Literally, it snuck up on me too. Like it was like all of a sudden, places were like, "Oh yeah, hey, we've got these. We're reviewing them." I'm like, "Oh, gee, really?"
Right.
And people are pirating
Star
Fox
Fox
2
2
and selling it on a cartridge.
I hear it's not very good.
well, I hear that
can't
it's good,
imagine.
but you have to keep it in context of the time when
Well,
it came out.
I hear that even with that, it's like there are a lot of like drops down to where you're getting like 10 frames a second, kind of.
I didn't even know you got
Yeah.
more than that in the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah. Well, the first one wasn't polygon based, and
The
so that's
first one, yeah, it was.
Well, it wasn't as 3D. It was 3D, but not in an open world. Sorry.
Oh,
was
Star Fox 2 was
yeah,
open world?
Yeah, it was kind of an on rails.
That was an
and this
on-rail
has a
3D
lot
thing,
more, and so they have to accommodate a lot more
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so apparently, it just doesn't play very well. I think IGN reviewed it, and they said even given the context of it, it's like a 5
Oh wow,
out of 10. So
that's not good.
but part of it is what it is too.
And I
so.
think the thing is it's not. I don't even think people who have bought the last one and these. I don't think they're sitting around playing them.
Yeah.
I think it's literally
like a
I
conversation
own
piece.
this.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
They're
Look
collectibles.
at my
Yeah.
thing.
And I'm just not willing.
I know. Whatever.
I'm just not willing to pay
Look at my
$80
thing!
for
How much?
I think they're 80.
Oh, I thought you
They're
said 800. I
No,
was all
no.
what?
I'm not willing to pay $80 for something that I might use a handful of times and maybe pull out once a year.
Like, yeah.
That takes up another HDMI slot. That takes we made this argument a million times before. I just want these games on my Switch. Done. End.
Right.
You
That
know?
is the better solution here.
And I get it. Like I get collectors. I get whatever. But I'm sure I could have gotten one. Like they had a bunch of them. You could walk up to Target and buy them, and I'm just not going to. I think that the really disappointing thing is apparently Amazon didn't get enough, and so a bunch of people that pre-ordered, they're like, you're still going to get one, but it's not on launch day.
That's funny that Amazon didn't have enough.
Yeah.
Funny.
So
Well, yeah. So I'm curious to know if anybody out there that's listening has got one of these. Do you like it? Are you impressed? Happy you did it? Are you sad?
the reality is the game lineup on it is incredible. It's the games of my childhood, but I just don't care.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just
because
don't
you
care.
can do
I
it
can
on your
emulate
RetroPie.
them.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't think I ever bought the first one with intention that I was going to play it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
But $60 is a lot easier to swallow than $80.
Yeah.
For some reason, the $80 price seems
But you get two controllers and they're
crazy.
longer cords.
The funny thing is, I tried to
But-
pre-purchase one that night when Walmart dropped them, and they ultimately all got canceled. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get one. And then after that, I'm like, meh.
Right?
And when
Yeah.
it didn't go through, I kind of rethought, like, why am I doing this? Like, my wife asked me, she's like, I didn't think you were going to get one. I'm like, I didn't either. I don't know why I'm doing this, except that the internet told me I should run and go do it right now. And
Right. This
yeah,
is your
whatever.
chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Whatever. Anyway,
Me. All
Me.
right. Overwatch Halloween is starting on next Tuesday, October 10th.
I love these themed events.
See,
I
and
really do.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get Overwatch
can't
for
wait
the
for Adam
Xbox.
to get Overwatch.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and then we can play, and I can be excited about all these crazy things. So, all right, tell me why
you
you're
wear
excited.
a pumpkin on your head.
I can wear a pumpkin on. I do that on Tuesdays in April.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can't
Where do
even
you get a
harvest a
pumpkin?
pumpkin in April, you
It's
weirdo.
plastic.
I have a
Plus,
No,
stockpile.
He's got
I
a.
don't want to hear about your faux pumpkin wearing tendencies, you weirdo.
Oh, I'm the weirdo now.
Yeah, you
Okay.
wear faux pumpkins on your head. You just admitted
On
to
Tuesdays in April.
On Tuesdays
You're
in
a
April.
phony.
They have not really released a lot of details
Info.
on this, except that it will feature spooky,
Spooky new content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
But I love these themed holiday events for games. Like, I'm not a big loot box person, but like if Rocket League does another stupid Halloween thing, I will be the first person in line to collect a bunch of new Halloween toppers that I'll never actually put on my car except during Halloween. It's just stupid, and I love every second of it. So Rocket League has not announced a Halloween one yet, which makes me kind of sad. But
Do they usually?
Yeah, they've done it the last 2 years, so I'm
Gotcha.
hoping.
Nice. Wow, they don't. Yeah, there's literally nothing. It's just cosmetic-y.
Yeah,
stuff.
and that's all it is, and that's fun.
It is. It's fun to open the same loot boxes and get
Different
things
things.
that
Well,
are kind
they're-
of contextual to what's happening.
Well, and some
like-
of the Overwatch seasonal ones are amazing looking too.
Mhm.
So I mean, they do some really good design work.
So
So
even like going to Disneyland around Halloween time, it's just like it's the similar experience, but there's this extra layer to it, and it makes it fun. You see it; it's a little different. It's
yeah, I'm going right before Halloween, and I'm very excited. It's fun. I love that. I don't know, it just mixes it up, makes it a little bit different. I don't play Overwatch regularly, but I play during these events every once in a while just to get some fun stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of fun
good.
to celebrate, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
looking forward to trying it out when I get my Xbox.
Yes,
Very
soon.
excited. Yeah, I know.
You'll get it in just in time for the Christmas event,
Oh, sweet.
right?
Why don't they do a Thanksgiving event where you can run around with a turkey on your
They
head?
might.
Oh, Mr. Bean style. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
No, he only wears pumpkins on his head.
I was thinking more like, is it Joey on? Or,
Yes,
or,
on
or
Friends.
Chandler.
Yeah,
or
I think it was
whoever.
Joey.
And I know
Yeah.
Monica eventually ended up with a turkey on her
Yeah,
head and did
yeah.
a little dance. Anyway,
Yeah,
I've dated myself.
only 90s kids.
All right, that's it for news.
news.
Goodbye, news.
Bye, news.
Goodbye, news.
All right.
But
But
it's time for questions. We've got a few this week and a couple of them. Well, they're always really good.
is it already question time?
Yeah.
It's already question
Yeah, we're
time, yeah,
rolling
because we
through
got to
this.
roll through this because I have got an appointment I need to leave for in 30 minutes.
I only have
Jeez.
17% of my laptop power
Okay,
left.
so
Oh,
let's
geez.
go. Up next, the first question is always from.
Hey, yo, Vinny.
Stupid.
I love it.
What you got?
There was no one to do that last week either.
I know.
It was super sad.
Because somebody was like, you do it. And I'm like, Vinny. Just something kind of straight
Hello,
and boring.
Vinny.
Yeah. Hello, Vinny. Thanks for your questions.
This week on the Vinny question is.
Vinny's question this week. We've got questions from Vinny, Chalupa Dios, and Crawdad. First one, Vinny, you are the last character you played in a as in a video game in the world of the last action horror movie you watched. How long do you survive?
Ooh.
So the last character you played in a game in the last action or horror movie you watched.
So the
I'm a Titan in it.
Ooh. I think you'd be just fine.
That clown is dead.
Dead. Yeah. I am
I don't know. He feasts on your fears, Adam.
My Titan is not afraid of anything. Except for those
Rust.
taken thrall that explode. I don't like those things. They
Everyone's
freak
scared
me
of
out.
those.
They scare the crap
They're
out
horrifying and
of me. And the noise they make.
is terrible.
It's yeah.
Well, and I think the worst part about them too is I so instinctively, when something gets near me,
I punch it.
I punch it. Well, and I'm a hunter, so I stab it,
Oh.
and then you just kill yourself. You're like,
You're
well,
all-
crap.
Yeah, I
it's no
just
good.
died.
It's no good at all.
That's what I would
like,
be.
Colby, would you come res me, please? I blew myself up.
I think that might be why I'm not playing so much because I always end up going, "Can somebody come res me, please?" I died again.
That's the
Res,
game. Res,
whatever.
please.
Yeah, res. Yeah, I can't wait for that. To
I know,
actually
right?
Hit.
Looks good.
Anyway, so that would be what I am.
I would be a robot named Dorothy from Steamworld Dig 2, whose only defense is a pickaxe in what's that horror movie you hated, Cabin in the Woods?
Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, I don't know how well I would do.
You might do okay.
I'm a robot, so
because you would but you dig, right?
I could just hide.
You'd be able to dig down into that bunker of your own accord. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Think about that.
I might be okay. Maybe. I'm a robot too, so I don't know.
You know what? I'm wrong. I'd be a Titan in Jeepers Creepers 3. That's what I would be. I forgot that I saw that.
And I don't know anything about Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, they are my favorite.
Are they?
They're my favorite.
What's the scary thing in Jeepers Creepers?
Is the creeper.
Oh,
And
Jeepers.
he feeds for 23 days every 23 years. And every year every 23 years he does this. But I was so disappointed in the movie.
Oh,
I was so disappointed. because it was it was okay as it was, but I was not expecting Jeepers Creepers. Spoiler alert: 1.5.
So could your Titan take out the Creeper?
No, maybe theoretically, yeah, theoretically.
All right.
I don't know. The Creeper's just badass and just he's nuts.
Gnar.
He's narnar. Anyway, Dylan,
my kid can't say ass, and so every once in a while I say like, that was bad butt. I'm like, don't ever do that again.
Oh, that was funny.
Anyway, Dylan.
Woo, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be okay. So you would be your PUBG guy.
PUBG guy in it, I believe. And since I ate chicken for dinner, I think I'm going to be okay.
You'll be all right.
Nice. You would have to have a squad with you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all the little
Squad
kids.
goals.
I got all the little kids.
That's not a very good squad.
Yeah.
Oh, how long would you survive? What I would make it. I'd say I'd make it out.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That movie was weird. Cabin in the Woods was there. There were a lot of big baddies in there, so there are probably some of them that eat robots. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I might
True.
be able to just tunnel away and live underground forever.
Okay, that
Yeah.
works. There's that. Thank you, Vinny. That's a fun question.
Yeah, I like it.
Like these are fun questions this week. Up next, Chalupa Dios asks, if you woke up in the game you hated the most, would you be able to finish it? That's a cool question.
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Bloodborne is terrible.
What's terrible?
Bloodborne.
Oh.
The game is terrible. It's not worth playing. Don't play it ever.
He really doesn't like Bloodborne.
It's so bad.
And that was the funny thing is when we got this question, I don't know what my least favorite game is. Like, because if I don't like a game, I just bounce off of it and I don't play it. So it's not like,
Yeah.
like I've played bad games, but it's not like I play a game and I hate this game
I
so
must
much
keep
I
playing
keep
it.
playing it.
But
Yeah.
don't you have that game though? Like there's that platformer that you know you can get to the end and you're like, why am I still playing this?
Mm-hmm.
Or like fighting games. Sometimes I'm like, I need to beat this boss and I can't do it.
Probably the closest for me was I played it about 6 months ago. It's
Which one of those
Rise and
1,000
Shine.
games?
Rise and Shine.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. Yeah.
Nailed it.
That's
Yeah.
what I was like. Say Rise and
And but I don't hate that game. I just thought that game was
Frustrating.
too hard.
Really?
Yeah, it was super hard. And so I wasn't able to I tried so hard to finish that as a game, and was unable to. So odds are pretty good if I was the poor kid getting shot by bullet hell schmuck crap. No, I probably would have died too.
Yeah.
Like I love that game. It was beautiful and had a cool story, but it was too hard.
I would
know.
probably say Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, because I just loathe that game. It is not my favorite game
Yeah, it's
ever.
okay.
I would probably not finish it at all because I wouldn't know how to control myself through the environment that I woke up in. I would have a terrible time trying to figure out how to shoot at things or how to control
Sure.
the pat things.
I'm kind of rethinking this, and if I woke up in the world of Bloodborne, knowing what I do now, I think I would be so fed up with their crap. I'm like, I'm not gonna take any of your crap, and I would just walk by them, I'll poke them all in the eyes, and I would just keep walking. I'm like, I am finishing this. I'm done with your crap.
I love it.
Your
I
wonky
poked my way to the
controls.
end.
I have control of my limbs here. I can fight you correctly. I get
I
you.
love it. I love it.
That'd be okay.
Buggers.
It's good.
Shove your
It's good.
torches up your butts.
Yeah, that thing.
I want to play this game so bad just because he hates it
I
so
know.
much. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I love it.
Thank you for that question, Chalupa Dios. Now, Crawdad asks, what do you guys do for fun outside the gaming world? Give us some inside info on the hosts.
I love the misspelling there. I didn't notice it, but inside
of the hosts. Yeah, you should copy and paste everything.
Some inside info.
Right. So what do we do for fun outside of the gaming world? Well, I try not to kill my boyfriend. There's that. That's always a fun game.
I don't think I do anything outside of games that's fun. The rest of my life is taken up by, games is what I do for fun. I work and I have a family, and they're lovely people.
You've got an
don't get me
awesome
wrong.
family.
Yeah, they're amazing, but I mean, we watch TV, we watch movies, but I volunteer a ton too, and so and I'm going to school, so like literally, video games are the thing that I do to keep sane. I do read a lot. I like to read for pleasure. Before I moved here, I did a lot of photography. I actually did some semi-professional photography. I did weddings and I did family portraiture before I moved, but I don't do that here really. So
You should. You're really good.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's actually a horrible thing to do professionally. It'll ruin your love of taking pictures.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it kind of did. But so I really enjoy taking photos. I just don't do it as much as I should. So
Dylan, what about you? I'm learning about what you guys do outside of here, because we don't, oddly enough, we don't hang out nearly as much as we should outside of this,
right?
Because we live within we live within probably 5 miles of each other.
Oh, I probably live 2
anyway.
miles away from your house.
Yeah, you're not that far
Yeah.
from me, and you're over.
I think it's probably, I'm guess 6.
Yeah, he moved. So he moved a little further north, but yeah,
He's
Adam,
silly.
Literally, Adam lives
like
a
on the
minute
other side
away
of a
from my
shopping
dad.
center. Away. Yeah.
Let's see. I also have learned to like reading
Yeah.
recently, so that's been kind of a thing that I didn't used to do a lot.
Yeah.
But now I find joy in that.
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
Because I'm
He's
talking
tired.
about serious stuff. This
He got
is
real
like
serious.
This is serious. It's
Well,
not
now
like
I have to turn your microphone
I'm
up.
not like turding on Bloodborne anymore. Like,
Nice.
I also take some photos and things.
Dylan's an amazing photographer.
Mhm.
And I haven't made a movie recently, but like make the movies, write the movies, write things.
I write a few things too.
There's that.
What do you do besides murder people?
Watch movies,
Yeah.
like movies.
I wish I could tell you.
Yeah.
I try to keep myself in check on the murder side so
Adam's
much.
a
that
lot more social, I think, than either Dylan or I.
Right.
He has like friends.
I try to.
I have people that I podcast with.
Right. I mean, so we've got a 2-year-old Rottweiler. We go to the park with her a lot.
Oh,
we do
she's-
that.
she's
awesome.
adorable.
Kevin went to the park with her
She has
today.
a beard.
She's what?
She has a beard.
Yeah, she has
has
a beard.
It's amazing.
So yeah, she's a Rottweiler, 2 years old. Her birthday is actually, oh my goodness, her birthday's on Monday.
Oh,
We
my
have
dog's
to-
birthday's 2 months from today.
Oh, we have to throw a party now.
Dog party.
Double dog party.
Right. So I do that. I play I play video games for fun too. I like to bike ride when I'm not being fat and lazy.
I used to love to bike
Yeah.
ride.
I really love that. But yeah, we do a lot of social stuff. I loved going to karaoke. Love going to karaoke.
I've
Don't even get me
never done
started.
karaoke. I'd kind of like to. I don't know.
Really?
I've never done it though.
There's
Yeah.
a great place. It's like a Japanese style where they've got the separated rooms or whatever. It's
Oh,
called
nice.
Rock Box. We need to set up a thing.
Nice.
That'd be super fun. So actually, I was
watch you
thinking about
sing.
doing
Dylan
that.
or Adam's a way better singer than I am,
Yeah.
so it's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, so I like doing that. We go to Portland a lot. We've got friends down there because we both lived down there for so
Portland's
long.
a great city too.
Yeah, so we're actually going there this weekend.
Nice.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna follow you there. on my
if you guys want to
bicycle.
go, I mean, you're more than welcome to.
All right.
So yeah, what?
Yeah.
I have 11% of my battery left. Let's see
All
how
right,
this
let's
goes.
do this. Thank you, Crawdad, Chalupadillos, and Benny for the questions.
Good
We'll do it
questions this
again.
week.
Yeah, awesome
Real good
questions. Free, cheap, free games.
Yeah, we missed both, like, because of the timing, we missed both the Xbox games
By,
with
like,
Gold.
12 hours.
Yeah, like literally they both came out
Super.
later. And
A
they're
lot
both
of really good games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox games with Gold, probably the big one that's on right now is Gone Home, which is absolutely fantastic. It's the first walking simulator I played. And it's just great. It's really good. It's by the folks who made Tacoma. Speaking of Tacoma, I read yesterday that Gone Home sold a ton of copies, like a ton of copies. And unfortunately, Tacoma has only sold like 10,000.
No.
And they think that it's kind of like, because it's just different than Gone Home. You know, people had some expectations and, whatever. But Tacoma's a great game. It's $20. Please buy it. It's so good. But also get Gone Home and play it because it's so good.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Yeah, on Xbox.
The other one is the Turing Test. It comes out October 16th. I have not played this, but I believe it's another walking sim, isn't it?
No-ish.
It's kind of like a
it's-
environmental puzzle game kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
I've got it. It came in one of the Humble Bundles at some point, or I got it on a Steam sale for
Probably
super,
means
super
I have
cheap.
it too. But
Yeah, so I've got it for PC, and I keep meaning to try it.
yeah.
So yeah, there's
Nice.
that.
And then on Xbox 360 backwards compatible, we've got Rayman 3 HD, which is an older Rayman game I've not played, but all the Rayman games are fantastic.
all good.
And then Medal of Honor Airborne, which I don't know about, but I bet you shoot people with guns in some sort of war setting, would be my guess. Possibly whilst airborne.
I'm imagining.
Or jumping out of something that is
You're a
airborne.
paratrooper.
Yeah, and now I need to get Xbox game. Is that the Xbox Live
Quite
service?
frankly, what you should do is just buy it now because you'll get the games for free.
Yeah.
So that's
And
what I
then
did
I
with
can
my
just add it to my
PlayStation.
library.
Yeah, I added them to my library,
Yeah.
and then by the time I got it, I already had like 2 or 3 months worth of games for free.
Right.
So
Speaking of PlayStation Plus, the PlayStation Plus games this month are really good.
oh, really
They're
good.
really good.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, is it 5?
5, the
yeah,
Phantom Pain,
the
which
Phantom
is
Pain.
probably game of the year for a huge number of outlets
Really?
for 2015.
15?
Yeah, that's a huge win for PlayStation.
Yeah, I need to play. I've never played a Metal Gear Solid
I actually
game.
own that for the Xbox and I've never played it.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Well, you should play it.
Play
Yeah.
4 or 5.
I hear that this game is amazing. So
Also, Amnesia Collection, which is it includes DLC, I think. Yeah, both Dark Descent and A Machine for Pigs, whatever that means. I don't know what this game
So
is.
Amnesia, the thing is it's really weird that these games are even in the same like collection because they're 100% different games. Amnesia is a straight up horror game. It's scary as you could possibly imagine. I went into it and I started playing it. They're like, make sure to play it in the dark with headphones on. I'm like, because that'll make it scary. And about 45 minutes later, my character is like cowering the corner because you can't fight. Like the bad guys, you just have to hide and hope they don't find you.
Oh,
and
I know
as
this
they
game.
get closer to you, like you break down like psychotically your brain breaks. And you just get scared and scared and scared, and everything starts getting weird. It's a terrifying game.
Well, I can't wait to play it.
A Machine for Pigs is actually made by the Chinese Room, the folks who
Oh,
made,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's Gone to the Rapture.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a horror walking simulator. It's spooky, but it's not scary.
Okay.
It's really fun. Actually, I really enjoyed it. Like the only thing I will say negative about it is it's very obvious that they reused a ton of assets, and so like you'll be going, you're like, well, I've seen that painting before. It's in that room over there. Oh, I've seen that pile of books before. It's on that table right next to it. So
Gotcha.
besides that, it's really good and it's spooky. It has a really good story. So
Gotcha.
definitely cool.
On the PS3, you've got Monster Jam Battlegrounds and Hustle Kings.
Monster Jam Battlegrounds is hot garbage. In case you're wondering.
Okay, there's that
It's a
question.
monster truck game. It's bad.
Right. For the Vita, you got crossplay with a game called Hue on the PS4, and you've also got crossplay with the PS4 and PS3 on Skyforce Anniversary. Again,
I've heard Hue is good.
I think I've got Hue.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Good stuff.
And then lastly, in your cheap free games, if you follow the Humble Bundle, they have a Humble Gems Bundle 2.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
These are gems.
Yeah, like just good games.
Really?
And they're good. In the dollar thing, there's nothing super interesting.
I like the name Hustle Cat.
But if you get up to the
I like Tattletale
$7
with that
tier,
cat thing.
yeah, Slay Away Camp, which Adam really enjoyed, is in there.
I love that game.
And then in the $10 range, though, you can get Has Been Heroes.
I
which-
heard that was good.
Yeah, it's okay from what I
Okay.
understand, but it came out on the Switch, and it came out. This actually, I mean, the game's only been out for maybe 3 months. It's like a 3-lane kind of endless fighter kind of thing.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's a really interesting. Like mostly, I like the story of it. You're 3 guys who had previously been in the King's Army, but you got old. And so you kind of retired.
Oh, yeah,
and so
yeah. Now
I
I recognize it.
Yeah, now your job is to protect the king's daughters as they get to school from demons and stuff. And so it's like a 3-lane thing where the
It
guys
almost
are,
looks like the original Plants vs. Zombies in a way. The
well,
style.
but yeah, it's like the opposite of that. It's more like you're moving forward and you have to use different
Right.
spells and traps to kill things in different lanes as
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go. It's an interesting game, but for $10 to get even that and Slay Away Camp are
Play Away Camp is so much fun if
yeah.
you've not played that game.
But I
It
mean,
is so
all of these
good.
games are rated very positive on Steam. So I mean, just because I don't know what they are doesn't mean they're also probably not excellent. So $10 all goes to charity, or I mean, not all of it, but a portion of your purchase price goes
You can
to charity.
change. You can say
change
how much
that.
goes to what.
And this is supporting. I don't even think they're actually supporting anything in particular. Oh, Action Against Hunger. Like I am anti-hunger. So
I don't like being hungry.
No, I very much dislike being hungry. So support that.
Yeah. Sweet.
Lastly, there's actually one more thing. Maybe it didn't make the show
Okay.
notes. Adam, as you can tell, loves Star Wars Battlefront. It's his favorite game of all time.
I hate you.
And Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta hits this weekend.
I'm
if
so
you-
not excited for
yeah,
that.
If you pre-purchased it, it is available, I think, starting today is the 4th. So if you're listening to this tomorrow, it was started yesterday.
Yeah. So do
Hopefully
it.
you were aware. But open beta starts October 6th and runs through the 9th. So
Gotcha.
it looks like, let's see, the 6th is Friday. So you can play it all weekend. So
Yeah.
give it a go if you're kind of on the fence. The game comes out, I think, November 17th, I want to say, day after my birthday.
Oh, I will sleep in that day and not
Yeah,
pay attention
there
to
you go.
anybody on Facebook.
It
or
has
Game
a, it has a
Awards. It's
single
a terrible,
mode.
terrible,
Maybe-
terrible
maybe-
game.
Maybe you like the single player.
Eh.
Maybe. Terrible. I don't know. It's been totally redone too. So
I'll probably give it a shot. I'll play it. I've actually, since I'm going to have the Xbox and now I'm going to have all these things that I need to play, I'm probably going to join up GameFly
oh yeah.
just because that's just going to be a cheaper way to
I
get new stuff and
I've
play
had
stuff.
GameFly for. I took a little break. GameFly and I had a break,
Yeah, it's okay.
but
Most relationships do.
exactly, yeah.
At times.
I've had it for probably 6 or 7 years. It's great. It's real good. It's a little it's more expensive than I want it to be.
Was it $12? $10?
I'm gonna say 16,
For
17
one game a month?
Yeah, and I pay like 23 for 2 games a month. So. The plus side, see now, if you're watching the video, you can see the face Adam just made. The cool thing about it though is one of the best things about GameFly is that once you've been a member for a certain length of time,
Right.
every 3 months you get a $5 off coupon off any of their used games. Their used game prices are incredibly inexpensive.
Okay.
And you get free shipping and save 10%. So if you like to buy games,
I do way too much.
yeah, it's a problem for me. Like it's every 3 months I buy some cheap game, and I mean that's why I own the Phantom Pain. I got the Phantom Pain probably a year ago for $15.
Nice.
Like I bought Recore, which unfortunately is now in Game Pass, but whatever. I bought Recore for $8 last month, so.
Cool.
It's a really good way to get cheap games. It's a little, like I said, it's more expensive than I want it to be, but
Yeah. But
you
hey,
know,
what
it
are
is
you
what
gonna
it
do?
is.
All right, cool. Well, there is that, and I think that's it.
It is it. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
quick
Troll
show
Corner
this
this week.
No Troll Corner. None of that. I mean, we could put my sound card in the Troll Corner for what it did to us earlier.
jeez.
It's terrible. This week that won't
I think
happen.
the worst part about it is we'd gotten to this point before and we're like, what's that hum? We just can't get rid of that hum, and it ended up just being
It's
the
because my
plug.
my
Yeah.
Razor is one big hunk
Yeah.
of metal, and when you run audio through just a straight up metal thing, unless you've got a ground loop isolator or that
Yeah.
what is it, that hum, that 160 hertz hum thing.
Yeah.
If you don't run something like that through there, it's just going to sound like crap.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can, from now on, we'll be able to live stream these.
Yeah, and
I
we'll come
really
up with an
enjoy doing
actual
it.
schedule
Yeah.
of when we're going to do this. So I've got a feeling I'm going to lean more towards Tuesday or Wednesday afternoons later in the day,
Yep.
just because,
Life.
just cause life. So that's that. But we'll do that, and we'll also have a schedule up for when we start doing the live streaming
stream.
of games.
Probably Mondays. I
Probably
think is what we're
Mondays in the
shooting.
lunch hour.
Noonish.
Noonish East Pacific time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so there's that. Thanks for checking us out. Follow us on all the socials. Bite Me, BYTE Me podcast.com for the website, or at Bite Me Cod Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Mixer, Twitch,
The Codpast.
the Codpast
The
Podcast.
Cod Podcast.
That thing. The Codpiece.
Yeah.
Cod
Oh, and
Podcast.
buy our stuff. Buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, they're kind of fun.
I've lost enough weight to where I might actually fit into my T-shirt in like a week.
I bought like a huge size, and it's the most ill-fitting T-shirt I've ever worn. I don't know what it is, but it's horrible. Yeah. Dylan looks real good in his, though.
Mine looks great.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah. He's.
you could wear a
If you were
potato sack and you'd look
95
fine.
feet tall and weigh 12 pounds, you will look good in our shirts too.
Right.
But they're really fun, and we actually have a bunch of other merch too. If you want to have a Bite Me coffee cup,
Can
or
you get the Bite Me thong?
you can
Yes.
buy a Bite Me thong.
Yes.
Which is just so funny.
I would highly recommend not buying the Bite Me thong.
I would highly recommend it.
Right? I recommend both.
We also
Buy
have
and
boxers and I believe like booty shorts. No, like boy
Boy
cut.
shorts.
Yeah, boy cut.
Don't tell me this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to go shopping.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I got to go. Cliff's computer's dying, so we're
7%.
leaving. Bye.
Bite me.
What?
Bite me.
What?
Bite me.
Yeah.